a little more sense of urgency.
So timeout called here. The first for Cleveland. First chance of the season for the next team.
Yeah, plenty of familiarity in this matchup. Last season, they were knocked out of the playoffs by this club.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Tyson's check in. Okoro comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Max Strus is checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Ty Jerome in for Garland. Mobley finds Strus. Taken away by Holiday. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It goes on Isaac Okoro.
You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
Free throw good from Brown. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Here's Jerome. And another miss by Cleveland. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the Celtics. That's the sixth make. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. That misses off the backboard.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Here's Brown. Makes it off the glass.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
The Cavaliers trail by 14. Here's Tyson. To the inside. Can't connect from short range.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And so it's the Boston Celtics sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a And glad to have you with us, folks. Second. So make substitutions. 1:57 left to play here in the half. Holiday out there with Williamson. Then there's Brown, and it's Hauser in at the 4 slot. That's the Boston 5. Garland against Williamson. From 12 feet out. Garland, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Well, last season, the Cavaliers won their first playoff series since 2018. That's when LeBron was with them. Great.
And it was their first series win without LeBron James since 1993. So it was a huge deal for the organization as they continue to take steps in the right direction.
Jaylen Brown, very capable of taking stretches of games over. Right now, he's got the entire offensive arsenal working.
Merrill passes to Garland. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Garland's got 4 points this quarter.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Garland against Williamson. Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 47 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context. Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
The shot game clock separated by 4. Garland. Boston grabs the miss. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And, you know, they played a terrific all-around game. The effort level was there as well as the production.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
Garland nets for 2. No good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Boston on top, delivering the blowout. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
29.
Second, what can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Boy, he's been aggressive looking for his shot. Remarkable effort on the offensive end in that first half.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position. So the Celtics call timeout, their first. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
And now we get a chance to check in on Evan Mobley. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. He's putting up about 21 points per, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
That one goes in.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017, he's come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. 5 to shoot. Here's Hunter. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's Williamson with the 3. The shot. Good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 6 assists in the game.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight. Well, that's just tremendous length, exceptional hands. Jared Allen, nice and easy.
Williamson right side. Shoots over Garland. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
That free throw good from Porzingis.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Now Hunter. He has 5. Pass to Jerome. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Jerome's got 13.
Coming off a big game, his confidence. Couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's Boston out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Celtics shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. We've got Williamson, and it's Hauser in at the 3 spot. That's the Boston 5. The second chance effort, and Cornette gets it to go. Cornette's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Boston. Merrill with the ball. Wade passes to Merrill. Out to Wade. Pass to Tyson. Cleveland moving the ball around. Good on the triple. Merrill's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Now the pass to Williamson. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it, and it's Boston with another.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Here's Merrill. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
From past the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
You know, I like that recognition. He knows he's in rhythm, knows this is the time to give his team some punch.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. That's tipped. Passes it to Strus. Here's Tyson. Shoots from 12. Rebounded by Hauser. Williamson outside. Off target from three-point range. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Count it.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Wade sends it back. And now they decide to foul intentionally. In the league, trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Kate is checked in, and it's Pritchard in for Williamson.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Pass to Shireman. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific